Right, I didn't make a video last week because last Friday was Valentine's Day and I decided to be grumpy instead. I could have left the house. I did have a plan to kind of go out and treat myself, but I couldn't really afford to, so I stayed in the house and was grumpy instead. And lots of people go on about how it's a commercial holiday and it doesn't matter and all things like that. That didn't stop every single person on social network all day, from very early in the morning to very late at night. People could, even if they didn't get flowers or have dinner, they could do lovely artistic things with coffee mugs and stuff, saying, you know, out of heart, making hearts, and it was a little bit annoying. But it got me thinking about this idea, like, we should celebrate Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is all about love, like the idea that it sort of only matters if you've got a partner. And the fact is, maybe if it's about a day about celebrating love, we should just be celebrating all sorts of love. We should be celebrating love for ourselves. And really it's quite sad that there's a day when we look for people to love us, but we don't really think about loving ourselves and, you know, appreciating ourselves and treating ourselves. But I was thinking about this idea of all different sorts of love, and I thought, well, there's a lot to be said for just loving things. You know, people go on about all the small things, loving all the little things, because what's great about those, even though people say we shouldn't love objects and things because they can't love you back, there's a lot to be said for it, because if you love, there's lots of little things you really love and you allow yourself to have those things every day. Surely that's nice. That's like a little bit of love, you know, in everything that you do every day. So I was thinking about all the things that I love and I enjoy, because I think it's good for me to think about them, because I can be very grumpy, and I think if I think about these things, it would make me feel a bit cheerier. So what do I love? These days I love YouTube. I love John Hank Green. I love Emily Graslie's Brain Scoop. I love the Lizzie Bennet Diaries. I love Radio 4. I love Radio 4 comedy. I love listening to Bleak Expectations and Cabin Pressure. I love Penny Dreadfuls. Music, I love the Beatles. I love the Beach Boys. I love film. I love film so much. I love screwball comedies. I love Bringing Up Baby. I like big films made by Spielberg. I love little films made by Richard Linklater. I love Zombieland and Shaun of the Dead, and I love the Philadelphia Story, and I love the scene in the Philadelphia Story where James Stewart gets drunk. And TV shows, I love Band of Brothers, I love Spaced, and I love Parks and Recreation. Oh, that was such a funny show. And I love Arrested Development. I love popular science shows. I love watching Michael Mosley. I love food. I love Starbucks caramel macchiatos, and I love Costa iced mochas. I love margarita pizza with anchovies. I love coffee. I love all different types of coffee. I love the way coffee is made. I love the way the Italians made the sort of art of it. I love animals, all sorts of animals. People don't like the ugly animals. I love all the animals. I love the sharks and I love the cats. I love the colour green, and I love my little digital radio, and I love my iPod Touch. But I love all the cameras, and I love my digital SLR, and I love my film SLR, and I love my pinhole cameras. Books. I love books. I love the feel of books. I love the way they feel in my hands. That's why I never have like a Kindle or anything. I love glass books of the Dream Eaters, and I love the book Yes Man, and I love Carter Beats the Devil. I love being in bookshops. I love walking around Waterstones. I love books. I love making things with my hands, and I love a lot of things, and it's good to keep those things around you. There's a lot of love for me. Oh, this video was a bad idea. Bloody foot. Oh, so much for loving things. No, I'm just grumpy. No, I'm just grumpy. Proof if proof was ever needed. You need the little things to set off the grumpy things. Oh my god, I'm ridiculous. I'm ridiculous. Don't listen to me. Because I am just going to sit here and be grumpy. Bloody foot.